Okay. Welcome, everybody. Can you hear me at the back there? Okay at the back? All good? Excellent. What a room. Welcome to the ASC Conference, Meet the Metaverse. Refreshments, a little housekeeping. Refreshments are served throughout the day, as you saw in the President's Suite. There's no fire alarm today. It's not a test. If you hear one, please act accordingly. Bit of an introduction from me. I'm Matt, the chair of the ASC Voluntary Committee. It's worth us reflecting on where we are, I think, in the real world today, because we're talking about the Metaverse. We are in the long room, in the Oval's historic sports ground, a ground steeped in human history. The earliest recorded cricket match was played here in June 1724. That's some 6 decades before George Washington became the first president of America, just for some context. In 1870, it hosted the world's first international football match, Scotland versus England, ending in a thrilling 1-1 draw. And 150 years ago this year, around about the same time Italy was finalising itself as a country, the first FA Cup final took place just out there. 10 years later, the Aussies came over and beat us at cricket for the first time, but sadly not the last. The stumps were burnt, the ashes of which we have battled over ever since, and long may it continue. It is from this room that monumental moments of sporting excellence have been witnessed by royalty, rock stars, international statespeople, and sporting legends, and it's our time now. So what am I alluding to? All this sums to something more than AI-driven, hyper-realistic avatars operating in an artificial environment. However, there is lots of money being invested in recreating the kind of networking opportunity and discussion forum which we've got here today, so let's make the most of it. We are trying to generate some momentum in the Metaverse conversation for surveys and insights, and if you don't know anything about the Metaverse, you do know a lot about being a human being. Your views are valid. If you've never been to an ASC conference before, it's informal, peer-to-peer knowledge share. Please do get involved. We really want to hear your opinions. Thank you for everybody who took up the opportunity of a £30 triple 30 ticket for those who are 30 years or under. It is brilliant to see you, and for those tickets and a great deal more, we thank our sponsors, Askia, Data Expert, Delineate, eTabs, Forster, Malinko, Question Pro, Snap Surveys, and Red Centre Software. These excellent companies fund the ASC's voluntary activities and our initiatives, without whom we couldn't do what we do. One thing we do is celebrate our sector, our community, and the people's achievements within it. And one way of doing that is with a free bar and live music from the London Django Collective later on, and to that we thank Delineate for sponsoring that. And a big thank you to Question Pro. A key objective of the ASC is to break down barriers to knowledge share. And for the first time, because of Question Pro's generosity, we're able to offer access to the live event and all recordings completely free. And we've actually got hundreds of people from around the world streaming in. So if you'll excuse me in the room as I speak to our remote viewers directly, and offer a warm ASC welcome with a howdy, guten tag, bonjour, hola, ciao, and ni hao, konnichiwa, salam, jambo, namaste, and g'day. And finally, huge thanks to our speakers. They put a lot of time in to creating the presentations for you today, and they've all volunteered their time. And thank you to the ASC committee who've put all this together for us. And a special thank you to Monica Kaur. Bethan Blakely was going to host today, but sadly she's been called away to Manchester, and with 24 hours notice, Monica has stepped up to guide us through the presentations, which is absolutely superb, so thank you, Monica. I'll just introduce the survey and Carl. So here we've got a survey, of course, ASC, Association for Survey Computing. At the end of the day, if you've got it all on your handouts, so if you could just tell us what you thought of the conference, what you thought of the content, any other ideas for the future, that'd be fantastic.